If you've ever been shopping for a truck or seeing people talking about different interior swaps, chances are you've encountered different trim or package levels. Nowadays, there's more than just a few different options, and it can get kind of wild trying to figure out which one is right for you. Today, we're going to be diving into the Dodge and Ram trim levels and what you can expect from the early 2000s, because that's kind of when trim levels started becoming relevant, to now when shopping for your Ram truck. Now, before we get started, I already know there's going to be a bunch of people mad because their base model had a V8 from factory and not the V6 that all the other work trucks had. So here's my PSA, just warning you all that I cannot possibly go over every single option. Lots of vehicles can have certain accessories or engine options custom ordered from the factory with extra things that your basic trim levels just wouldn't have. So yeah, there's a ton of variables and I get it. So just take it for what it's worth as a baseline for each trim level. And know that if you're looking for one of these trucks and find one with some other options than what I talk about, that's fine, it's cool, I didn't lie to you. There's just a lot out there and people all want specific options, and that's the beauty of being able to customize your own vehicle. Now, let's get into it. So starting with the 3rd gen Rams, I know not the most desirable body style or interiors, but bear with me, we gotta start here for history's sake. 3rd gen Rams really only had a handful of trim levels and they're pretty easy to see the differences. At the very bottom are your Ram STs. These, like most base models, aren't going to be much more than just like being a work truck. They've got very few comforts, they're rear-wheel drive only, you're lucky if you could get a windshield with them pretty much. Okay, that might have been a little bit of an exaggeration, but anyways, the basics you get were like a vinyl bench seat, stereo, rubber floors, surprisingly good AC, and 17-inch Steelies. Not that wheels matter too much when you're just going to go to replace them with a set of new wheels and tires from CustomOffsets.com with free mounting and balancing, and shipped to your door for free. The SXTs are the next trim level up from an ST and get a much more normal look as far as trucks go. All of a sudden you've got carpet and cloth seats, electrical upgrades like power windows, power locks, and power mirrors. So if you want what I'd consider like the standard or typical tier, not too expensive but not a work truck, you've got your SLTs up next. The SLTs had all of the same stuff as the XSTs, plus standard V8 engine options, chrome accents, aluminum 17s instead of Steelies, heated mirrors, and an upgraded stereo. You get things like fog lights and steering wheel controls as well. If that's still not enough for you and you just want to have the best of the best that 2008 had to offer, you need yourself a Laramie Dodge Ram 1500. Everything the SLT had, but wait, with more. Only in crew cabs or mega cab options, this cream of the crop trim level had leather seats, dual climate control, you know, to keep you happy at 68 degrees while your wife's in the passenger seat and needs hers at like 75 degrees. Aluminum 20s, which like were big in 2008. Like dudes were running 17-inch rock stars. Laramie Rams are over here cruising around on their 20s. Hell yeah. So if you're still with me this far, there's one more trim to talk about in the 3rd gen era. It's an appearance package, so it's kind of confusing because it's more or less just an add-on to the SLT and Laramies, but it's the good old sport package. No, that doesn't mean it's going to have giant racing stripes and a big spoiler. That would be your SRT-10 Ram 1500s. All the sport package includes is painted to match bumpers, painted to match grills, and a lower bumper valence. Hemi Sports also had a hood scoop, but it wasn't like real and functional, and it's still not quite as cool as the SRT-10s, but there's another special edition option as well. Personally, a Laramie with the sport package would be the move for me. With all of the amenities and also having painted to match body parts, you really can't go wrong. Obviously, a lot has happened and technology has evolved since 2008 when the 3rd gens went out of style. 4th gens really expanded on what the 3rd gens introduced and began giving everybody an option for comforts and ranged from $22,000 brand new all the way up to $46,000 in 2012 for a half ton. Ram kept with their ST base model for your fleet pickup workhorse with the basics. Next up is the new Tradesman trim, which is basically a work truck, but just a little bit nicer for your independent contractors who don't need a super nice vehicle because it's gonna be like used and abused and worked out of, but they still want a little bit more than what the ST gives you. The Express trim is next, and that's more or less the new version of the XST trim with upgrades to the ST trim, including 20-inch aluminum wheels and carpet. The SLT had cloth seats, Sirius radio, cruise controls, keyless entry, and introduced a ton of options for add-ons like navigation, better seats, rear camera, Alpine sound system, towing upgrades, and more. Next up is the Outdoorsman, and is a truck built for use. 32-gallon gas tank, rubber floor mats, and like a bunch of other stuff just to make it ready to get put to use and use that shit. You have your Ram Bighorn and Lonestar specials next, which come only in crew cabs, have 20s, and unique badging. Next is the Sport, which, similar to the third gens, is an appearance upgrade for the SLTs. 5.7 liter Hemi and some fancy gray seats with contrasting stitching had these things looking pretty. Next up is, hold on, we're almost there. Bear with me. The Laramie. With a lot of the same features that the third gens had, this is one of the nicest trim levels that Ram offered. But with the introduction into the fourth gen body style, a new king was to be crowned for the top trim level among Rams. Introducing the Laramie Limited. Crew cab only and feeding off of everything that the Laramie has, but better. The Laramie Limited included custom piping on the seats, French stitched leather seats, a leather dash, leather, like everything really, heated rear seats, and all of the little details to really make you feel like you're driving a quality truck with time and effort put into every detail. As time goes on through the fourth gen Rams, you see the trim levels split a little bit and become almost what the fifth gen Rams look like today. Laramie Limited splits off and introduces the Laramie, Laramie Longhorn, and now the Limited. So let's break down these fifth gens.
Break it down now.
Now these fifth gen trims are straight off of Ram Truck's website, so you can't even get mad at me about these because I'm getting the info straight from the source.
Wow, you can read the brochure.
I literally called up John and Horace Dodge and got the info straight from them, so you can't tell me I'm wrong at this point. We're pretty tight. But anyways, base model 5th gen Dodges, or Rams, sorry, I forget. Ram got away from the STs and the Tradesman became their new base model. You gotta love base model trucks in 2021 because even they come with a 5-inch touchscreen and rear camera. I think that's a legality thing now or something, I'm not sure, but like they've also got Bluetooth and remote keyless entry. I'm pretty sure Bluetooth didn't even exist when the third gen Dodges even began being produced. So I don't know, just kind of cool. But after that are your Bighorns, which are gonna have chrome bumpers and chrome grills, chrome wheels, seats that have a mixture of cloth and vinyl to feel a little bit more high end, and an 8.4-inch touchscreen. This kind of reminds me of the SLT that you would have had in the previous generations. The next highest trim is the Laramie. Yep. This is the sad story of the downfall of the Laramie Ram interiors. No longer number one, the Laramie is just an introduction into the luxury you can expect with a new Ram truck. You already know you get the giant 12-inch touchscreen, which is so fucking cool. You've got like an iPad Pro Tesla screen built into your pickup truck. That's just so sick. Full screen navigation on your 12 inches of screen, 10 speaker audio, and still, yep, 20-inch wheels. It's been the same since the mid-2000s. Come on, Ram, not cool. The Sport appearance package also makes a, well, appearance with the Laramie trim level with leather accented seats, black interior accents, plenty of paint to match body panels like previous generations, and the classic Sport decal. It's a $2,600 package if you're interested, but hey, I don't sell Ram trucks, I can't tell you what to do. After the Laramie, it just keeps getting better. The Ram Rebel was introduced in 2015 with a significant overhaul to the Ram face to give people a more aggressive option for their Ram trucks. The 5th gen is no different. With unique grille and performance hood, this truck is designed for the off-road. It comes equipped with Goodyear Duratracs, which if you didn't know are an amazing tire. I had them on my old F-150, like you can go through literally anything with them. They're very nice. Smaller touchscreen on the Rebel, but with things like an electronic locking rear diff, you can see that this trim is meant for some off-roading and use, which prices this trim just a few thousand over the Laramie. Even though you have less luxury features, you have more usability features that give you functionality, and Ram just has you paying a little bit more for that. It is what it is. The second to highest trim tier, the Laramie Longhorn, brings more visuals than the Laramie had. With two-tone color options and loud chrome accents, this truck is all about the small details and materials. Real barnwood, premium leather, you get the idea. Last up, quite literally, saving the best for last, is the Ram 1500 Limited trim. It has basically everything that the other trims have for their best options, but includes some significant differences to make it stand out. Ram really likes to talk about the real wood accents and all the leather and stuff, but I'm more focused on the all-around air suspension that these trucks have. Having every corner of your truck on air ride introduces so many chances to do pretty much anything you'd want with a truck. You can like lower it, go for like the low street look, max it out so it looks lifted, and adjust as you need if you're off-roading your $60,000 truck for some reason. I just want to see people modify these and put like a 12-inch Kelderman kit adapted into the factory air system or something crazy like that. That'd be nuts, I don't know. The Limiteds also have a 12-inch touchscreen and a 900-watt 19-speaker sound system. Not to mention the 5th gens look pretty good. They're probably my favorite Dodge body style, to be honest. Or Ram. You know what I mean. But I digress. Holy shit, I promise I'm done. From only a few trim levels 20 years ago to now, it's pretty cool and crazy to see Dodge/Ram's progress and transition throughout the years. The Laramie's rise and fall as new trim levels have been introduced just shows how much they've changed and grown their trim level options while still keeping the quality behind the trims and keeping true to what they created way back when. If you guys have a certain make of truck you want to see the trim level options for next, let us know in the comments below. I know there's some options we missed, like the TRX, the Power Wagon, some other stuff like that. There are so many options out there, so many special editions, but if you got something you want to see, subscribe, youtube.com/CustomOffsetsTV. Drop a comment below. That's all I got for you. Thanks. Peace.